Hello everyone, today I am sharing with you a journal that I have finished, and this is a design project for Crafty Me Shop and also for Queenacraft. I've used all the beautiful fabrics and laces and trims from Crafty Me Shop. The front cover is made up of this beautiful blue satin fabric, and I'll just see if I've got, right, here we go. This is what it kind of looks like here, but I didn't want it quite that shiny, so what I've done is I've put a layer of tulle over the top and I've stitched that on. I've just done a little stab stitch and stitched all that on by hand. This is a combination of hand stitching, machine stitching and gluing. All this this beautiful white trim here is also, I've just put a little stitch at the corner so it didn't keep coming up, and the rest is machine stitched on. The beautiful corded blue trim and the lovely floral embroidered trim there. This beautiful vintage ribbon is all from Crafty Me Shop. These two little ones here at the edge were not from Crafty Me Shop. Along the top and the bottom, I've done some runched up seam binding and tulle, and I've under here you will see I've used a beautiful applique piece from Crafty Me Shop just to finish it off, and it just pokes out a little bit. And that's the spine there. This lovely blue trim is also from Crafty Me Shop that I've just sort of put it there, and then across the back is very similar to the front. And this pink fabric here is also from Crafty Me Shop as well. It's a beautiful, it has a lame thread going through it. Beautiful cotton lace from Crafty Me Shop makes up the closure of the book. I wasn't originally going to have a closure on the book, but I thought I'd put one on anyway. It's not too puffy. As you can see, it doesn't even move once I take that off. It's not too alligator-ish, you know, which is a nice thing. I've made this using some cotton fabric on the back, stitching the beautiful cotton lace, and then I've just got, that's just a offcut from a blouse, and then some pink tulle, and it's just knotted every so often, and that's how, and that completely comes off as well, so it doesn't, you don't have to leave it on. Slightly padded the front, but just under the fabric. And then we will go in. I've used the Paperline collection. Just let me make sure I get it right. Every little piece off. I haven't got much left of it. I'm just trying to find the name. I will have to put it on the screen for you. Stemperia Paperline together with the lovely sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft. So I've combined the both of them there. All these stickers and things like that are from Queenacraft. I will mention them as I go along. This lovely green ruffle here is from a scarf I found at the thrift store. I've made a tag to go in the pocket, but this gorgeous lace here is also a beautiful piece from Crafty Me Shop, which I have placed over some pinky peachy kind of fabric that was from Gail, father of four. Thank you, Gail. This beautiful vintage ribbon once again across the top of that pocket with a little tulle ruffle. Beautiful corded trim from Crafty Me Shop together with a gorgeous blue beaded piece down the bottom there. I have ruffled up some more tulle down the side and put some little flower pieces from, once again, from Gail. These two stickers here placed on book paper are from Queenacraft, and they are called they are the 46 pieces natural plant flower series stickers, and they come in a little box. You will see those if you saw my design package in the in the design package video. I have some lovely ruffled up polka dot organza, which is a vintage trim of my own there, and then once again this beautiful embroidered flower trim, which is from Crafty Me shop. I've made a tag out of part of the Stamperia paper line. I've put a little bit of stickles, and that is the Stardust stickles, on a couple of the flowers there. The back of it is an index card, and I've just used I think it's a what is it? Tim Holtz stencil for that. All the ink I've used is Forest Moss. I've made the tag into a little door because I thought it was appropriate, and just did another little bit of stenciling on the inside and made a couple of hinges from the paper so it closes like that, and that sits in that first pocket there. This beautiful butterfly comes from the same sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft. It's absolutely beautiful and just belongs on that page. Once again, a little bit more stickles where the flowers are. Lots of sewing around the pages in this book as well. And first, inside in the first signature, I will put in the description box below how many pages are in this book because I haven't counted them as yet. So I have a pocket here. This is once again from the sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft. Absolutely beautiful pages, lovely and vibrant, and that's what I want, a nice eclectic mix of soft and brighter colours in this journal. Just put that onto a blue index card and inked around it. And this is part of the Stamperia collection, and just a little bit of graph paper, a bit of stenciling, and a little bit of lace trim from Crafty Me shop on the top there. These pockets here are actually made using some cellophane that Angela recently sent in a gift she sent me, and what I've done is I've enclosed it in tulle, so there's tulle on both sides of it and the actual cellophane is in the middle. I thought that might be an interesting way to use it, and so I've used it to make a pocket. I made a snippet roll. Let me see if I've got some left. I think I might have a bit left. I made this a little while ago using all my offcuts from Crafty Me shop. So I've got that, and I've put it across the top of the pocket along with some lovely applique pieces from Crafty Me shop. I've run some blue, or what would you call that, perhaps a light teal colour fabric with seam binding, some tulle, and once again a little piece of that lovely embroidered flower trim down the side there. I've also put a little offcut of lace around this card and a tulle bow. Onto this side, this beautiful blue and like old white or cream colour trim is from Crafty Me shop, and this particular sticker here is from Queenacraft, and it is the vintage stamp plant mushroom paper tape, and I got that in my previous design package and I absolutely love it, and it was just perfect for this one, so I'm using that one in this book as well. These are the wonderful die cuts, and they are the natural flower dies from Queenacraft. I just think they're ever so pretty. They cut perfectly. I'm very pleased with how they turned out, and you'll see those scattered throughout the journal. Once again, that is the little vintage stamp sticker there. Some tulle there, some tulle in the gully there, and also the lovely lace trim from Crafty Me shop. More stamping. This is the sulfuric acid paper pad here. How lovely is that? That vellum pocket on that graph paper. I have made a large tag. There's one of the vintage postage stamps. This larger one here is called the Retro Time Post Office series stickers, and I love them. I think they're wonderful for this sort of thing, using in journals. So it's like little stamps and big stamps. So I've made that on an index card with some book paper. And that's that tag. And then I also made like a little bookmark. This is that beautiful, it's a beautiful cotton lace from Crafty Me shop. And I've just enclosed that inside of a cereal bag paper and stitch that on, put an eyelet and a little bit of seam binding. And I think that's just a pretty little addition to the journal. And very simple to make, especially like if you've got a favourite piece of lace, you might not have much of it left. It's a lovely way to keep it for yourself and showcase it. More stenciling. All these little sorts of things are from the Stamperia paper collection. I've just stitched around them and put some paper on the back for journaling and inked them up. There's the vintage stamp there. There's another one of the lovely little natural flower dies from Queenacraft. And also there is the solid flower there at the top from the same die cut set, and my snippet roll down the side. This beautiful corner piece here it's called the Lace Corner Die from Queenacraft, and I love it. I absolutely love it. In this case, I cut it out of the sticker paper that was in the sulfuric acid paper pad, and it cut the sticker paper perfectly. Halfway through cutting it out with the die cut machine, I kind of regretted my decision because I had visions of this tangled mess. It just came away from the die so easily, easier than paper. Much easier than just the standard paper came away. So if you've got sticker paper, try it with your dies, because it was fantastic. There's another journal card. I have used that stickles on that one as well. And this one's like a postcard, so I didn't put anything on the back of that. I just left it as it was. Okay, just another one of those, what are they called? Retro Time Post Office stickers. These ones here are the natural plant flower stickers. They came in the little box, and I just used them because you get a couple of each star, and I've made a few little tabs out of those as well, just to use those. Another one of those. Beautiful vintage ribbon from Crafty Me shop along the edge there. Another little tuck spot there. This is that corner die once again. How beautiful does that look? I love it. It's so pretty, especially, using a decorative paper, not a plain paper. It just looks so pretty. And in the center, I've put a doily. I think they look pretty in the center of the journal. So I don't think they really serve any other purpose other than that. But, that's nice, isn't it? There's those little natural stickers once again. I've backed those with some book paper and some fabric. Made just a little belly band there. I have the two different types of post office stickers on the front of this little pocket, and just a little journal card inside that could have two pockets. That one was in the back there, as you can see, but you can also put those in that side as well, like that, which I might just leave it like that. And these are just made with cereal bags once again, with music paper in the center of it. So we'll just pop that back in there. Some fabric on the edge of the page and some little flowers. More of that gorgeous embroidered flower trim from Crafty Me shop. My own vintage pleated trim. Stenciling, just a little fabric flip with a vintage handkerchief and a little offcut from Crafty Me shop. That lace is the same as what's down the bottom here. What was that on? I think I just sandwiched it inside. That's right. Okay, so, and I've just topped it up with that. I've got to put something over there. It's a Crafty Me shop piece, but it must have been dyed. And I noticed a little red spot on it, and the dye must have accumulated, and I was picking at it and I made it worse. So I think I'll have to dab that with a tiny little bit of paint or something and get rid of that little bright spot there. Some vintage trim down the side, another little tuck spot there with the embroidered trim and the stamp from Queenacraft. That is the, what is it called? The Forest Plant Scrapbooking PET stickers, and I got those in my previous design package and thought I might use a few in this journal as well because they're butterflies and this is all floral. So, okay, this is a tuck spot. It's using my snippet roll and some paper. I've just got an envelope there and a couple of tags inside using there's a pocket there, and it's once again using that cellophane, and this time the cellophane I have put under some cereal bag and it's placed on book paper, and that's just a shallow tuck that goes there. This beautiful heart here, I love these. I think they're so effective, and they are the lace paper lace hearts, and they're really, really pretty. And I've just glued those on, but they're ever so dainty and pretty. And I've used them again as well. There's some lace, stickers, tab, more of the stamp stickers down the side there. Another one of those pockets here. A collage of laces and trims and appliques from Crafty Me shop. And just a couple of tags. Now this one is from a lady by the name of Zeffie. Sent me these a long time ago, and I've just backed them and stitched around and inked them, and I just love the vibrant color, and I think it just goes in this journal beautifully. A couple more of the larger postage stamp stickers there from Queenacraft, and a little tag that I've made as well from the Stamperia paper. And that's the back with a little bit of more of the stickles. Now in between there are 3 signatures in this journal, and in between the signatures I have placed one of these gorgeous doilies that was sent to me by Debbie, who is Crafty Stuff here on YouTube, and they are still on their original papers, and I didn't want to remove them from the original papers because I thought, how beautiful is that with the green and the floral and everything. So I have stitched them in there with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and so that can be just snipped. That thread can be snipped if anybody ever wants to use the doily for anything. I've strategically placed them so that there's only really the 1 hole in the center there, maybe 2 tiny holes in the center, and the rest it goes through those holes of the doily. So that's a nice little surprise for in between the signatures there. Once more collaging, more of the beautiful die-cut flowers from Queenacraft. A couple of tags here. This one, it's got the lace from Crafty Me shop, and it's a little bit of a paper doily on the front there. This one is once again with the cellophane, the book paper, and a bit of tulle over the top of that, and a tulle bow on the top of it as well. Our second signature, just some fabric and seam binding, flowers down the side, beautiful corded lace from Crafty Me shop. This is the sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft, one of the papers. Really, really pretty. This is a Stamperia postcard. More of the beautiful embroidered trim from Crafty Me shop along that one as well, with some tulle and an offcut of lace that also came from Crafty Me shop. An embroidered piece from Crafty Me shop. A stamp from Queenacraft, a little collage tag there. That's a lovely napkin that I was sent. I won a prize, and it was a card making kit from Vicky, who is Try Heart. I think it's I'll put it on the screen. Sorry, Vicky. I do know it's Try Hard. I think it's 77 or something. I'm just a bit confused with the number. But anyway, I made a little collage tag with that one. I love the floral look of it. More of the lovely die cuts from Queenacraft, the flower dies. And here as well. Aren't they pretty? Really, really pretty die, that one. Stenciling more of the natural stickers for a tab, and here I have made 2 pockets. I've used a cereal bag once more, just put it over, stitched it down the center, fold an offcut of paper over the edge before sewing it to the paper, zigzagged it on and then adhered it all, and put one of these beautiful flowers, and these are the artificial colored flowers in light green from Queenacraft. I've just made a book page little envelope pocket there. There's nothing in it. I've used the postage stamp on there, the smaller one there, and some offcuts of the paper pad from Queenacraft, and that's just a little piece of the Stamperia paper on top. And this one is a journal card with some book paper and a flower image from a book, and also the lovely vintage postage stamp sticker, and you just journal on the back of that one. So that's what they are. Beautiful lace from Crafty Me's shop. It's just a little offcut, a couple of pieces of missing, but that gives it that nice wispy look. It's just an extra piece of tea stain paper under that tuck. Another postage stamp. More of the smaller postage stamp. They're so pretty, aren't they? And you can just put them randomly and they're so effective. Another book page there. Yeah, a blank page. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's the hearts. The beautiful lace paper lace hearts. And I think you get about 10 of those, and they're all different designs, and they're just lovely. Some more scrunched up lace and trim from the scarf there. Another doily in the center. Another snippet roll tuck spot there with a couple. That's from Stamperia, that one. And this one is from the sulfuric acid paper pad. And what I've done is I've folded it over a piece of index card and then put some paper on top to write on. And there's a postage stamp collage with the other one of those hearts there. Isn't it lovely? So pretty. Just a nice little tuck spot there. Another tuck spot there. This is more of the sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft, and that's just a tag shape from Stamperia there. More of the lovely flower dies, the natural stickers and the stamp. That is a piece of that forest plant scrapbook PET stickers from my last kit. I just wanted to use some of those, so that's what I put there. That is the other side of that pocket. I have more pockets there. That's the envelope in there. Very simple and very effective. And that's the journal card there with another postage stamp sticker and some book paper. More lace from Crafty Me shop in the center with some tulle as well. More stamping. Oh, another one of those gorgeous corner die cuts. And it does have a solid border around it, but I didn't want it, so I cut the solid border off, and I've just decorated the corner of the page with that. I think it's ever so delicate. Just another tag from the Stamperia with a couple of the cutouts from it. That one I've just attached with an eyelet so that you can open like that and you can journal on that. Just a couple of fabric flips there because I thought that would be pretty. Another stamp, another beautiful applique piece from Crafty Me's shop. More glitter postcard. Another piece that Zephy sent me. Thank you so much, Zephy. They finally got the home. I have used a couple before in something else, but I used the rest of them in this journal. Beautiful corded lace from Crafty Me Shop once again. Fabric and tulle in the binding there. Seam binding and offcut of a blouse, that one is. And this is just a little notepad that I've made and put some of the sulfuric acid paper pad, the vellum sheet. Isn't it beautiful? On top there with a brad. And I've just glued this tag halfway up because the brads are quite bulky. I thought I'd have that right at the top so that it doesn't get in the way of anyone writing anything. Here we go. I love all the colours together. I think they're so pretty. And that's my own daisy trim down the side there. Some tulle and more of that beautiful embroidered trim. The blue lace from Crafty Me Shop with some snippet roll behind it. I have two cutouts from the Stamperia collection in here. One has a bit of tulle at the top. This one has a little bit of Crafty Me ShopLaces collaged on there. It has also that tulle and book paper and the cellophane between it on that tag as well. Very effective, especially for a colourful book. You wouldn't probably use it on a plain book, but I like it. I like the cellophane effect in here with all the colours. There we have another doily that was from Debbie, who is Crafty Stuff, and they are vintage doilies. So there are a couple of marks on them, and that's all right. You know, they are expected to be quite whole. I think it's amazing that they are still on their paper. I really do. And I love that about them. And then our last signature here, a little bit more sparkles. I have this lovely vintage hanky. I've just scrunched it down the side there, and another bit of trim, fabric at the top. I've used the beautiful flower die from Queenacraft to make a flower there. Some snippet roll from Crafty Me Shop and a bit of lace. That is from the sulfuric acid paper pad from Queenacraft. I've put that on an index card. And that is the Stamperia. And I've just put some tulle and more of that beautiful embroidered trim at the top. There we go. I have more of the stamps, more fabric and tulle in the binding there. More of this beautiful, beautiful blue lace trim. Stamp. Just a little tag there. And some paper on the back. Another tab using these stickers, the natural stickers. Another piece of the applique piece from Crafty Me Shop. More of the lace from Crafty Me Shop in the binding there. And another stamp. A plain page again. Oh my goodness. That's 2 in the whole journal so far. The natural stickers backed with book paper. Another little belly band in there with a journal card tucked in. That corner, beautiful floral corner die used there. There you can see the solid border around it. I've left it on there. Let me just bring that up. See how I've left the solid border on that one, and I've backed it with cardstock. Whereas when I use them on the page, I cut that solid border off them to give it a more delicate look. Another butterfly from the PET stickers. More of my vintage polka dot trim. Another tuck spot there. It's just a little bow from an Easter, foam Easter egg. I made, what did I make? I made these little acorns, and they were really bright Easter eggs, and they all had little bows on them, so I've used a couple in the journal. More beautiful vintage trim, and I have washed that ribbon, but that's a permanent little stain on that, and once again, that's what you get with vintage things sometimes, and that's okay with me. I have decoupaged part of the napkin from Vicky on that page. Oh goodness, I don't know when that stopped filming. Let me just see. Okay, you've got the tags there, beautiful vintage ribbon there, decoupage paper here from Vicky. Thank you, Vicky. I've made a little tuck spot here using the cellophane with some book paper and cereal bag over the top of it, just a cut off from Stamperia, and I've just made a little tag here, that's just for prettiness and effect. It actually opens up like that, and that goes in there like that, and that one can go in there like it can go. There's like another little pocket in there. See how it's like behind that cellophane part there. That's the center of our signature once again. I've made a little envelope from the sulfuric acid paper pad out of one of the pages. It's really pretty, with using one of the lovely flowers as well. And I've just made a little booklet. I've enclosed some paper inside of some cereal bag. I've used the stamps, the large vintage stamps, to decorate the cover both outside and inside, like that and that. Then I've just put some of my offcuts in there, so they go in that little envelope, like that, and that just tucks in like that, and I've lost where it goes in there, like that. Okay, a bit of fabric going down the side of the page there. Bit of tulle, and once again that beautiful embroidered trim from Crafty Misha. The stamps, more of the lovely flower dies from Queenacraft, more of the sulfuric acid papers, just the offcut. I think I showed you I think it went like that, paper, so I just cut that off and used it there. Stenciling more of the beautiful flowers, and I've used one of the light green flowers on top there. That beautiful die in the corner once again. The vellum sheet from the paper pad from Queenacraft is in there, and that's a sheet of paper, just extra paper to write on, with some little flowers sprinkled around. Another one of the large vintage stamp stickers, another envelope in here, and in the other one I showed you before. I think I've put something in there. I have that, deciding they're not going to come. Here we go. Just a couple of little the stickers on book paper there to use for decorating, and a couple of tags in the front there as well. And that goes under that collage, that's paper, and snippet roll from Crafty Me Shop. Another little tag and a stamp I've put on the back there. Another one of those beautiful hearts, lace paper hearts from Queenacraft, and a collage of book paper, smallest vintage stamp and the larger vintage stamp as well. And go in there, and we're almost done. A blank page with a bit of stenciling and a stamp, so it's not blank. I've just used a doily. I had a bit of, see the back I couldn't really use. It had the alphabet on it. So I backed it on a doily and cut it out and used that as a tuck spot, but I haven't put anything in it. The last page here this is a little, was a card that was sent to me it was in the prize for the card making kit from Vicky, who is Tryheart, I think 77. I will put it on the screen. And it consisted of the outside and this lovely delicate sheet of paper, but I've added some writing papers in there as well, so now it's a little booklet that can be used in this journal. Another collage from Crafty Me Shop. The last one of those lovely journal cards from Zeffy. I forgot to stitch around that one. I'll have to stitch around that one. And another ruffled trim around the side, a little offcut from Crafty Me Shop. I might just leave that out for a moment because I need to stitch it. And lastly, we have our last page. I thought that was the last page. The last page, we have some more of the beautiful flowers from Queenacraft, the papers from Stamperia, another tag with the beautiful embroidered flower trim, and that's paper from Stamperia also goes in there. Snippet roll here, beautiful corded lace from Crafty Me Shop, another one of these beautiful piece of this beautiful pink trim. That one decided it's bent up a little bit from Crafty Me Shop. This gorgeous blue beaded trim down the bottom there, ruffled a tulle bow, more of the green scarf and some tags in the pocket. We have that gorgeous lace once again over that lovely peachy pinky fabric for the background there. A tag. Oh, that would be the last one from Zeffy. I've used them all in I think there were 4 perhaps. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Then I've cut out one of the papers from Stamperia and put it on that. That's a large journal tag there. So that one is stitched, so I can put that back in there. Beautiful ribbon across the top of the pocket there, and a ruffle down the centre, that polka dot trim once again with the embroidered flower trim. And then lastly we have inside our back cover a little pocket, and our writing plate is snuck in there. Now normally on my writing plates I put a ruffle along one edge, but I've made this one a little bit smaller than normal, and so if I was to put a ruffle on it, it would get in the way of writing. You know, it would, see the size of the page, it would leave too much of a gap. You wouldn't be able to get right in there. So I did not put a ruffle on this one. So this one, you can use it like that. You can use it like that. You can use it like that. You can use it anyway. I did decoupage a piece of paper, and that will not affect it in any way. I did go over it with a bit of sandpaper, and unless you're using the most delicate tissue paper to write on, you would never know that was there. So that goes into the back there, and that's just made out of, I think, 3 or 4 index cards glued together, and that is solid enough to sit in there. And that is my beautiful journal. I think it's lovely. It was so much fun putting this together. I've got stuff everywhere in my room now, of course. That's the back there, and that's the front there. I did not put anything bulky on it because I just think there's enough in there, and I wanted to showcase the beautiful fabric on the front as well, and I didn't want to cover it all. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will put all the links to the Queenacraft products in the description box below, along with a 10% discount code, and I will put the link to their store. I will also put the link to Crafty Me Shop, where all the laces and trims came from. It's a Facebook store, and it's run by a lady by the name of Esme. She's a lovely lady. You will have to join the group if you want to see the sales she has. She doesn't just sell like a storefront type thing. She has sales usually once a week, so all you have to do is join the group, and there will be an explanation, usually a post at the top telling you when the next sale will be. And so there we go. That is my project. I hope you've enjoyed it. I loved making it. This will be going up for sale in the next couple of days on my Etsy store, which will also be in the description box below. Yes, I think that's all I've got to say. So I hope everybody's keeping well. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and take care. Bye.